Every senior travel video hands you the same list: wheelchair, pre-board, gate pass. We already made that video and so did everyone else. This is the other list, the 12 perks almost nobody puts on camera because most of them quietly hand you money back. None of this is a credit card pitch and none of it costs a dime. It's the stuff the airline is happy to give you, just never out loud. Stay till number 1. It's the day an airline can owe you $2,000 in cash and hardly anyone claims it. Let's get into it. Number 12. The cart ride that isn't a wheelchair. Here's what most travelers our age never realize. You don't have to book a wheelchair to get a ride across a giant airport. Every big U.S. hub runs those electric carts, the ones beeping down the concourse with 2 empty seats. They're free. You just have to flag one down or ask at the gate, and no, you don't have to prove a thing. I'll be honest, the first time I waved one over, I felt like I was cutting a line I hadn't earned. Then I watched a man half my age hop on with a coffee and zero shame, and I got over it. For a tight connection at somewhere like Atlanta or Denver, that cart is the difference between making your flight and speed walking past your own gate. Your defense. Ask any gate agent or curbside skycap. Is there a cart heading toward my gate? No wheelchair booking, no diagnosis, no paperwork needed. $1 or $2 tip is kind, never required. Magic phrase. Could I catch the next cart down to gate B20? That one saves your knees. The next one saves your dignity in the security line. Number 11, the quiet sunflower signal. This one genuinely surprises people. There's a plain green lanyard covered in little sunflowers that tells every trained airport worker one thing. This traveler may need a moment, be patient. It's called the Hidden Disabilities Sunflower, and many U.S. airports now recognize it. No badge, no medical file, no announcement to the whole checkpoint. You wear it, and the staff quietly slow down for you. No questions, no explaining your hip to a stranger in line. For those of us who don't want a scene but do want a little grace, it's the calmest tool in the airport. Your defense. Ask your departure airport if they're in the Sunflower program. Most major hubs are. Grab a free lanyard at the assistance desk or order one before you fly. It works for the invisible stuff: a bad knee, a heart condition, hearing loss. Magic phrase. I'm wearing the Sunflower Lanyard. I may just need a little extra time. That signal buys you patience. The next one buys you a private room. Number 10, the private screening room. Here's something TSA will never announce over the loudspeaker. You can ask to be screened in a private room, away from the crowd and the conveyor belt chaos. It's meant for anyone who finds the open checkpoint overwhelming. A medical device, a nervous flyer, a pet who's about to lose its mind in the carrier. 2 officers take you to a quiet room and walk it through at your pace. A woman traveling with her cat asked for exactly this. Instead of her cat bolting across a packed terminal, they did the whole thing calmly behind a closed door. You don't need a condition on paper, and you don't need to justify it. Your defense. Ask any officer at the checkpoint for a private screening. Bring a companion in with you. That's allowed. Works for medical devices, anxiety, or traveling with a pet. Magic phrase. I'd like a private screening, please. That's your calm. This next one protects your medication. Number 9, the liquid rule that doesn't apply to you. Most people our age pour out a good water bottle at security and never question it. But the 3-ounce liquid limit has a senior-sized loophole most travelers never use. Medically necessary liquids are exempt. That means your prescription liquids, your ice packs to keep insulin cold, liquid nutrition, even a larger bottle of water if you need it for medication. They can be well over 3 ounces. You simply take them out, tell the officer, and let them screen those separately. I've watched people surrender a whole cooler bag of medical supplies at the belt because nobody ever told them the rule bends for exactly this. Your defense. Declare medical liquids and ice packs before the belt. Don't bury them in a bag. They can exceed 3.4 ounces. There's no set limit for medical need. Freezer packs are fine even if they've partly melted. Magic phrase. These are medically necessary liquids. I'd like them screened separately. That keeps your medicine with you. The next one brings a familiar face to your gate. Number 8, The arrival gate pass nobody mentions. Everyone's heard you can walk someone to their gate. Almost nobody knows the reverse. Your family can get a gate pass to meet you at the gate the moment you land, past security, right where you step off the plane. For a senior flying alone into a strange airport, that's the whole trip's stress gone in one request. The person picking you up goes to the airline counter, shows ID, and asks for an arrival escort pass. They walk through security like any passenger, and they're standing there when the jet bridge opens. No wandering a giant terminal looking for a face. Your defense: have your ride ask at the airline's check-in counter for an arrival gate pass. They'll need a government ID and your flight details. Best for solo travelers, long connections, or unfamiliar airports. Magic phrase: I'd like an arrival gate pass to meet my mother at her gate. That one's about comfort. Now the money perks start. Quick question: how many of these first few have you ever actually asked for? Most travelers our age tell me they've left every one of them on the table. And grab the free printable version of this whole list. It's linked right below in the description. If this is helping, hit subscribe. The second half is where the perks start handing you real money back. Number 7. The 24-hour undo button. Here's a rule the airline hopes you forget the second you click buy. Book directly with a U.S. airline, and federal law gives you a full 24 hours to cancel for a complete refund. No fee, no fight. As long as you booked at least a week before the flight. Fat-fingered the wrong date? Found the same seat $200 cheaper an hour later? You get every dollar back, not a voucher. This is the Department of Transportation's rule, not a courtesy the airline is doing you. Your defense: book direct with the airline, not a third-party site, to be safe. Cancel within 24 hours for a full cash refund. Book at least 7 days out. Say the words full refund, not credit. Magic phrase: I'm canceling within the 24-hour window. I'd like a full refund to my card. That protects the booking. The next one gets you home early for free. Number 6. The free seat on an earlier flight. Here's something that quietly changed in your favor. Same-day standby used to cost $50 or $75. Most big U.S. airlines dropped that fee. You can now list for an earlier flight the same day for nothing. Your 2-hour layover just became 20 minutes, or your evening flight becomes an afternoon one, all for free. At our stage of life, less time sitting at a gate is worth more than almost any upgrade. You just ask the gate agent to put you on standby for the earlier departure and watch the board. Your defense: ask at the gate to stand by for an earlier same-day flight. Confirm your airline's standby is free. Most majors are now. Get there early. Standby clears in check-in order. Magic phrase: can you list me for standby on the earlier flight today? That saves your afternoon. The next one refunds a fee you already paid. Number 5. The bag fee that comes back. Here's something the airline will never chase you down to refund. If you paid to check a bag and that bag shows up badly late, you're owed your checked bag fee back. Federal rules now require airlines to refund that fee when a bag is significantly delayed, roughly 12 hours on a domestic flight. Nobody at the carousel hands you a form. You have to ask, and most travelers our age never do, so the airline quietly keeps the money. That's $30 or $40 sitting in their pocket that belongs in yours. Your defense: file a delayed bag report before you leave the airport. That starts the clock. Ask directly for a refund of the checked bag fee, not just the bag. Keep your bag receipt and claim number. Magic phrase: my bag was significantly delayed. I'd like my checked bag fee refunded. That's your fee back. The next one covers what you had to buy without it. Number 4. The things you buy while your bag is lost. Here's the part that stings, then surprises you. When the airline loses your bag for a few days, you don't just sit there in the same clothes. They're required to reimburse reasonable, necessary expenses while your bag is missing. A change of clothes, toiletries, the basics you had to replace. A retired couple landing for a week's vacation with no luggage bought clothes and medications to get by, kept the receipts, and got it back. The airline won't advertise this. They'll wait to see if you know to file. For someone on a fixed income, that reimbursement is the difference between a ruined first day and a rescued one. Your defense: keep every receipt for anything you buy while the bag is gone. File the claim in writing. Buy reasonable basics, not a shopping spree. Ask for the airline's written delayed baggage policy at the desk. Magic phrase, my bag is delayed. What's your reimbursement for interim expenses? That covers the essentials. The next one is your right when the plane just sits there. Number 3, the rights you have on a stuck plane. Here's one the airline never reads aloud at the gate. When your plane is stuck on the tarmac, you are not just stranded with no rights. Federal rules say on a domestic flight, once you've sat on that tarmac for 2 hours, they must give you food and water and keep the restrooms working. And at 3 hours, they have to give you the chance to get off the plane. That's not the crew doing you a favor. That's the Department of Transportation's Tarmac-Delay rule. Knowing the 2-hour and 3-hour marks turns a helpless afternoon into you calmly knowing exactly what you're owed. Your defense? Track the clock yourself. The 2-hour and 3-hour marks are your triggers. Ask the crew for water and restroom access at 2 hours. At 3 hours on a domestic flight, you may request to deplane. Magic phrase, we've been on the tarmac past 2 hours, we're entitled to water and working restrooms. That's your comfort on the ground. The next one is real money back in your pocket. Number 2, the refund for the seat you didn't get. Here's a quiet one that catches even seasoned travelers. Say you paid for first class or an extra legroom seat and the airline moves you back to coach. You are owed the difference in cash, not a smile, not a snack, the money. When an airline downgrades you from the class or seat you paid for, federal rules require them to refund what you overpaid. Most people just grumble and sink into the smaller seat. The ones who ask, politely at the desk or in writing, get the check. For those of us who paid extra precisely because our backs and knees demanded it, that refund isn't a bonus. It's yours. Your defense. Get the downgrade noted in writing before or right after the flight. Ask for a refund of the fare difference, not travel credit. Keep your original seat receipt as proof. Magic phrase. I paid for first class and was moved to coach. I'd like the fare difference refunded. Stay with me. This last one is the reason I made the whole video. Number 1, the day the airline pays you. Here's the one hardly any traveler our age ever claims. When a flight is oversold and they need seats back, the airline will pay real money to whoever gives one up. If they bump you involuntarily, federal rules can require them to pay up to 4 times your fare, capped near $2,000, in cash that day. And if they ask for volunteers first, that's your moment to negotiate. They'll waive a voucher. You calmly ask for cash instead, plus a confirmed seat on the next flight, a meal, and lounge access while you wait. A retiree with a flexible afternoon volunteered, asked for cash instead of the voucher everyone else grabbed, and walked away with more than his round-trip ticket cost. The people who take the first voucher lose. The ones who know the rule get paid. Your defense, only volunteer if your schedule is truly flexible. Ask for cash or a check, never the first travel voucher. Get the new seat confirmed in hand before you give up your boarding pass. If bumped involuntarily, you may be owed up to 4 times your fare in cash. Magic phrase. I'll give up my seat for cash compensation and a confirmed seat on the next flight. After enough years of flying, I can tell you the airline isn't hiding these perks. It's just quietly betting you won't know to ask. But asking only covers the ground. There's a second set of free upgrades the crew hands out quietly at 35,000 feet, and most passengers our age never see a single one. It's on the screen right now. See you there.